What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 209 subs away from hitting 500 subs. Excuse me. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which in a way it kind of ties with today's video, but the question of the day is this: who would you consider to be the greatest women's champion in WWE history? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of female talent, today's video we have some big breaking news that has just been revealed, and apparently it seems as if the rumors are indeed true. If you guys remember, several months ago, I want to say it was like sometime within the last couple years, I talked about how WWE should bring back the all-women's premium live event known as Evolution. Well, apparently it is going to be a true statement. Apparently WWE is reportedly going to be bringing back the all-women's PLE later on this year. And as far as when, apparently it is supposed to be scheduled for July 5th at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. And it's weird, and it's weird because this was reported by this was actually this came from a source this actually came from sources from bodyslam.net, the highly anticipated show. From bodyslam.net and net that apparently it will be scheduled later on this year in the summer in Connecticut. And interestingly enough, yes, fans have been clamoring for Evolution to come back since its inception back in 2018. However, WWE had yet to deliver until now, and apparently the reports had surfaced courtesy of bodyslam.net and the PWN Discord, and where one of the users, not gonna say who it is though, noted that, and I quote, WWE is looking to host an Evolution PLE in the near future. Everything is on the schedule. Everything on the schedule is still tentative, but is currently set for July 5th at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. We will share more updates as things get confirmed. Stay tuned. It's weird. It's weird because the first PLE took place back in October in 2018, where it showcased literally pretty much just about damn near the entire roster, including women like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Nikki Bella, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Trish Stratus, Lita, Alundra Blaze. I think Jacqueline was there, if my memory serves correct. Interestingly enough, in the first Evolution PLE, the NXT Women's title was defended between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, and Shayna, I think, regained her title after at that point. And because that all three brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, have such a very vast amount of female talent, there's gonna be no denying that all the titles will be defended. The women's world title, the women's IC title, the women's US title, the WWE women's title, the tag titles, the NXT women's title, and the NXT women's North American title will all be defended as well. But not only that, think about this. Because that and even also and even also, you look at as well 2018, even the NXT UK women's title was defended as the first ever champion. Rhea Ripley at the time defeated Dakota Kai, which that was a dark match, so it didn't really count, but they just needed something to showcase. So this is actually kind of interesting, because WWE Evolution was a PLE that a lot of fans actually liked, but unfortunately, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer actually rated a lot of these, pretty much all the matches on the card, at least the stars of 3 and lower. In fact, I think the highest rating he gave was for the SmackDown Women's title, now obviously the WWE Women's title, 4.75 stars out of 5, which was the highest rated match of the night. Everything else was either a 3 or a 2, which is crazy. And then again, you look at the card itself. Again, the dark match was Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai for the NXT UK Women's title. I did do a prediction video and a result video on the first PLE. So if you guys have not checked both those out already, I highly recommend you guys check them out, because the card itself was pretty loaded. It was pretty damn loaded from top to bottom, but the aftermath and the reception that the women received, it was pretty low, to say the very least. So Trish and Lita defeated Mickie James and Alicia Fox in a tag match with Alexa Bliss at ringside. Nia Jax eliminated Ember Moon to win a 20-woman battle royal for a shot at a women's title. And because that Nia Jax was a part of the Raw roster, she received her long-awaited, anticipated rematch for the Raw Women's title. Toni Storm defeated Io Sky in the Mae Young Classic finals. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeated the Riot Squad, which featured Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and now the new women's tag team champion, Liv Morgan, in a 6-woman tag, which was incredible. Again, as I mentioned, Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane went to war. They went to war with this one. That was an absolute war. It was just incredible for the NXT Women's title. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, last woman standing for the SmackDown Women's title, and then the Raw Women's title, one-on-one, Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. Let's just be real, there was no way Nikki Bella was gonna win that one. And then as far as the Battle Royal goes, the order of elimination went as followed. So Peyton Royce and Billie Kay were the first ones to be eliminated. Excuse me. Then you had Molly Holly, Kelly Kelly, Tori Wilson, Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, Maria Kanellis, Lana, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Michelle McCool, Naomi, Carmella, Ivory, Asuka, Tamina, Zelina Vega, and then of course Ember Moon, with Nia Jax being the last one to be in that battle royal. So as far as what we can expect from this PLE, think about this, because you've got a plethora of talent, not just from Raw, not just from SmackDown, not just from NXT, but think about this: because the NXT and TNA have been partners for a minute, for a hot minute now. There's been a lot of chatter that the women, or rather the knockouts of TNA, could end up making their way into the PLE, with Masha Slamovich potentially defending her title against a female talent from WWE. And then of course I think the Knockouts tag titles, if my memory serves right, I believe the current Knockouts tag team champions are Spitfire, which is Danny Luna, and Jody Threat. So we could end up seeing Spitfire defending their tag team titles at the all women's PLE known as Evolution, which is very possible, but it's kind of hard to say at this point, just because of the fact that the talent that's in TNA right now is actually not is pretty loaded, but it's a bit smaller than you may think. So right now, as far as the talent goes, you have Alicia Edwards, Ash by Elegance. You've got the tag team champions, Gail Kim, who I think is now retired, if I remember right. You've got Havoc, Heather by Elegance, Jody Threat again, as I mentioned, Killer Kelly, Killin King, Lei Ying Lee, or Xia Li, if you guys remember her. The Knockouts, you've got the Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich. You've got Rosemary, Savannah Evans. You've got Steph DeLander, Tessa Blanchard, Tasha Steeles, and of course, last but not least, you've got Xia Brookside, who was a very popular talent in WWE as part of NXT UK. So you've got a pretty good plethora of talent that we could see at Evolution, and I think honestly, it would be really cool to see all 9 titles get defended at Evolution. I think it would truly be a night of champions where all the titles would get defended, and we would have ourselves a mini sort of like a mini Royal Rumble, where whoever wins would get a shot at the would get a shot at a championship of their choosing, kind of similar to the women's Royal Rumble match where Charlotte Flair won it. But I think it would be really cool to see, because the talent that's on Raw and SmackDown, NXT, and even TNA is absolutely incredible. You've got the TNA Tag Team Champions, Spitfire. You got Liv and Raquel of the Judgment Day, the Women's Tag Team Champions. You've got Tiffany Stratton. You've got Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, the new women's world champion, which congrats to her, by the way. You've got Bianca Belair, you got Jade Cargill, you've got Stephanie Vaquer, the NXT Women's North American Champion. You've got Julia, the NXT Women's Champion. But it might not be that way for long as we move into NXT in New York City later this week. So there's a lot, but think about this though, right? The last year or so, WWE has brought in at least like five or six matches for every PLE, including Survivor Series, including the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and even with that, I think honestly, still having all the titles get defended would really help all four brands elevate the women's division to heights never thought possible. But I don't really know if this is actually going to happen. Yes, it is reportedly going to happen, but at the moment it's still hard to decide. It's still hard to predict right now whether or not it's going to happen, because we're still about 4 months away from the month of July. So I would probably say possibly after WrestleMania they might make an announcement regarding Evolution, and if they don't mention TNA, making an appearance at Evolution, then it contemplates the question. It brings up the question of whether or not they see the female talent in TNA as top tier talent. So only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.